Hello, everybody.
It never ceases to crack me up.
Welcome to Tally the Votes. As always, we're here to run down the shenanigans of the last week. And as always, I am joined by my fellow Big Brother nerds, Jamie and David. Guys, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Between all
Not
of the
crying?
crying,
Okay. It's contagious. I think it seems a little contagious in there, but
I'm a
yeah.
little tired, but I'll make it through.
all right, all right, all right. So what you're saying is you'll be not as funny as you normally are because you're tired?
Well, I will endeavor to be humorous, but if I try, I'm not funny at all. It's
I
only when I
will
don't
humor
try.
you. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so this week I'm going to tell you what. I don't know if there's a record for the number of competitions you could put in one week, but
Jeez.
there was a lot this week. So many competitions.
Yeah,
Start
so many. Did you like all of these? Like,
Okay. I super always love the one that's in the dark. So that
yes,
sewer one, that was fun.
yes, yes.
And I liked the idea that it wasn't just the HOH, and I loved that because there were other powers. The former head or the most current HOH could then try and get one of the powers that couldn't get
Okay,
HOH. We could get a power. I thought that was kind of cool.
so on that competition, since
Mm.
we're gonna start there, let's start there. I have a couple
Okay.
questions for you guys
Yeah.
on this. One, how did you feel about Jimmy getting that HOH and then sitting there so that he could find out who had powers?
Really smart.
Savvy, right?
Impressive thought, like on that spot thinking, right?
Yes. Do you
Yeah.
think that they'll change the rules on that if they do something like that again in the future, that they'll make it so he can't do that? Like he has to leave the room, or will
I
they
don't
keep
know.
that?
I mean, because it's still in the dark.
Mhm. It is. You still have to do some
He could
problem
have he could
solving.
have chose, instead of sitting there listening, he could have chose to find one of his alliance members and help them find something, but he didn't. There's a lot of ways you could play it, but
Now here's my on
You know
that,
what he
what
could have
what
done?
Katie
He
said,
could have stood in front of one and
and
like
just
blocked
been
it
like,
and said, "No, it's not here."
"Oh,
You
yeah,"
know what
like,
I'm
"Oops,
saying? And
oops,
waited.
sorry." Turn people around.
well, that wasn't I mean, at least he didn't do what Adrian did, which was continue to try and stuff a foam rock into the key shape. Just it's gonna it was it did
It
not
was
fit.
it
Not a
wasn't gonna
single
fit.
time. Dang it.
Wasn't gonna fit. Now,
It's like, I don't
okay.
know, I'm just picking stuff up and putting it in here.
Now to me, here's the real, like, question of the whole thing. To me, traditionally, the outgoing HOH member does not get to play for the next HOH comp, right?
Right. They let him play because he couldn't win HOH, but he could win a power.
One of the
Yes.
powers.
But to me, that feels like an unfair advantage in a lot of ways because he could just go and take his allies and get powers. Like, it, he didn't, and it went okay. But I feel like, one, if they're going to allow that, Vince messed up on that opportunity.
Yeah.
He should have gone with his allies and, like,
Yeah.
it gave him the ability to not have to mess around with the HOH, find the powers, stash them someplace, and bring your people to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
I
could
don't
have
know.
stashed them right next to where they went because no one was looking there.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it brought up some, all of that whole competition just brought up some interesting moral quandaries in the what is good gameplay and what was used.
Well, I
Well,
liked it because there's no. I'm sorry, Christy. Go ahead. No, you go
no, go
first.
ahead.
Well, it's never been done before, right? So I liked it because there wasn't the this is what we do in Big Brother in this situation.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
I liked
they're
it
trying it
because
on for size.
I liked it because in a week where we had so many competitions already, they found a way to get some interesting game changing powers into the game without having another competition. So instead of them breaking that into like two, like one is like a reward challenge and one is
Right.
or something. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of like that because like let's get to
Did
it.
you
And
like all these powers, or did you feel like it was too
well,
much
let's
at
talk
once?
about the oh gosh darn it. I left my I grabbed my I'm like, well, I wrote them down. No, I left them. Okay, so the three powers, the people who won the powers, Keanu,
Yep.
Mickey, and Kelly.
Yes.
Okay, Keanu's power is, I don't know what they exactly called it. The
His super
big-
battle back buddy or whatever.
Yeah,
it was like,
he had the secret veto competitor.
yeah, that he could get some mega
Mystery
comp beast.
competitor, yeah.
And he did actually say Casey's name when he was rattling them off of Stephen. This was this person was comp beast.
I mean,
he
and
did
let's
say
face
Casey.
it, if you were going to get somebody, like, Casey's the one you would want
Oh,
to
yeah.
do that.
It's the first
For
person
sure.
that popped into my head,
Yeah.
especially from recent years, right? So that's pretty
Yeah, yep.
good. Then Mickey, her power was she has not used,
She can
is-
remove the HOH, right?
but she has to do it in a way. Okay, she has to do it, but then the
Yeah, 'cause there's-
has
HOH has to do a
gets to
competition.
interrogate everybody in the house.
Right. 3
and then
minutes.
based on those interrogations, make a guess as to who they think took their power, their HOH. And if they guess right, then they don't
keep
lose
it.
their HOH.
Yeah.
I thought 3 was too many, frankly.
Three
I think
guesses?
I thought
3
3
minutes?
special powers was too
Oh,
many.
okay,
I think
okay.
2 would have been sufficient. It
Well-
was too much.
I mean, they're all nearly gone. So this,
That is true. They
didn't really
did a
matter.
clean sweep.
But I mean, you could have done a competition for the next 3 weeks and accomplished the same thing.
right. And Mickey's power, so she hasn't used it yet. And it's good until jury.
yeah, and
All of
that's
these powers were good until jury.
I
So when
kind
you're a
of think
jury, is
she's
that how
got
many
the
people?
best. We don't know how many the jury is going to be this year. You don't usually know until she says this is how many the jury is going
Like-
to be. So we've had years where it was 7. It can be
Okay.
as little as 7, but it will probably be more than 7
9 or
since
10.
there's all these powers.
So here's the thing. Waiting until you need to use it is good, except in this, that leaves less people to guess. So you can't hide amongst, you know what I mean? Your odds are better at getting away with it earlier on versus later.
Yeah.
So she'll
And she's only said anything to Morgan about it. Morgan's the only one that actually knows about her power, whereas everybody else told everybody else like nearly immediately. I mean, like each
Mhm.
of them, Kelly and Keanu both told like 2 or 3 different people. I'm pretty sure that Keanu told Vince about Kelly's.
Well, I think that just goes to show, I think that Mickey's in a situation where she feels more secure in her game right now, where Keanu's just kind of like, and Kelly was on the block last week too. So maybe the nerves start to kick in and you feel like you have to use that in your advantage to try to bond with someone so that you can build those
Yeah, if
people
you feel like you're
on your
more
side.
if you're in a more threat, yeah. If there's more threats if there's more perceived threats, because
right.
let's face it, like Keanu created the perception of threats all on his own, right
Mhm.
from the get-go.
I'm gonna pick you off one by one. They did
Oh
not
my
like
gosh.
that. They didn't like
No,
it at
they
all.
did not. No, talk about naming your enemies out loud. Not a great plan. Not good.
Even Lauren thought it wasn't great for him to say it. So she's
And-
at least playing,
Like, okay, Keanu
paying attention.
caused Lauren and Catherine to stop being CPUs for like 5 minutes this week, and they actually played the game.
They language and they're like speaking real human words. Yeah. So that is Mickey's power. I don't she seems pretty smart and she seemed very dissatisfied with Jimmy's HOH. So I'm really hoping that she uses it in a way that really benefits her.
I really hope so too, because
yeah.
right now she's definitely one of the top 3 players in that house. She's great at observing. She knows when to bite her tongue. She's having mostly the right conversations with mostly the right people.
The only thing that she has going against her is that during that competition, and it was just a split, it was just a little blurb, and they never spoke about it the rest of the week, was that Keanu thought he heard her voice.
Yes, yeah.
Right as that one was claimed. So that's why when that happened, I thought, oh gosh, I hope he goes on the block and I hope he goes home, because that's really the only one who could maybe spill that to somebody. Go, I think I'm not exactly sure.
But
I
right
think,
now he's convinced himself
especially
that
since 2 powers were already used, the entire house is going to be
But-
who has the last power.
this is where Keanu's game is like so well, it's funny to watch, but not funny in a way that you really love it. But he had that right there. He had that information right there. He heard her. But that's not what he's talking about. That's not what he has coming out of his mouth. He's convinced himself Rachel has it. Because he perceives
Okay,
his own
for
threats.
people who are just joining us for this season of Big Brother, and this is your first time, I do not follow a lot of the live shenanigans, and it seems like I have the worst luck. And I will say this: it's happened year after year. Every time I tune into the live feeds, nothing is happening.
Nothing's happening.
We
No,
will be
you
right
get like the
back.
precious. What is it? Is it fish this year? I haven't watched any
No,
live
no,
feeds.
it's the puppies
Everything.
and the kitties and the
Oh, I
we
love the
will be right
puppies.
back painting. Yeah, there's like
It's people playing chess, and I watched for about an hour.
are you talking about Riley? Like, was it? Who
Well,
was it?
no, it was hold on, it was Vince and another
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
I can't, maybe Keanu, and Catherine, and
Yeah.
she was like talking smack and stuff. It was weird. I could not figure out what was going on. They weren't really having a conversation. It was very odd. So anyway, I have bad luck with that. But luckily for you guys, so I'm coming in here. I'm like probably most of you, or maybe not. Maybe I'm a TV viewer. These two nutbags up here to different degrees, they listen and read and watch all the things.
This week I was a
They
TV
Twitter a
viewer.
lot.
I was otherwise occupied with some stuff,
Okay,
but
so you're mid-level this week.
yeah, I
You're
did
reading-
not. I did
you
not
were
spend
reading
much
Hamster.
time. I did not. I read a little. I read a little Jokers, and
Okay.
I went
Yeah,
to a
so
couple of the Facebook pages.
We
but-
got David who does does a lot of the reading of the updates. I will tune in to the live feeds whenever I'm able to read, and then I will listen to the morning updates. And then we've got our groundskeeper, our legal Fergus, who also will watch the live feeds. If I'm
mean-
not watching it, he will let me know, like, hey, there's something you need to come check.
He
this
has
out.
the glass up to his ear. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, just in case you missed it.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
and-
got
and
the
Jamie-
wiretapped.
And
Well,
Jamie will slide into the DMs with like, "Get in the live feeds now. You won't believe this shit." Or
Yep, yep.
or here's a YouTube link for something that happened
Anyway.
on the live feeds earlier.
Yeah.
So with that being said, as a person who just watched, I really thought, oh, they slipped that in and it's going to be sneaky. It's going to come back and be relevant later. Nope, not the case. He thinks it's Rachel.
Yeah.
So,
No.
Christy, when you're watching the show, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Hey, I like it like that.
Oh, see, we already know who the HOH is going to be, who's going to be put on the block.
Yeah, I tried to
She keeps it fresh. She's like,
We actually knew what the vote was going to be, depending on who won
listen,
Battle
here's the
Back.
deal. I have watched every single season since the show started, and I have had years where I have not obsessed. I don't mean that in a negative way. Where I've really got into it and I've read all the blogs and watched the live streams and everything. And then it's like when the show comes on, I'm not very excited for it.
well, because you
So-
already know.
So I don't want
what's-
that to happen. For
I
me,
understand.
this is the way I prefer.
I may or may not have actually podcasted without watching one of the episodes during the week.
Yeah.
I will never
see,
tell you what season I did that, but I will tell you that I definitely
Ooh.
skipped
Well,
like
with
the
3,
Wednesday
that just means,
episode.
like 20 minutes while you were being like quiet or so. Oh, you mean you knew what
Yeah.
was going to happen.
No, because I read
You s-
everything, so
yeah,
it
you
was
just didn't
like,
know how they edited it.
yeah,
Right.
No,
Right.
whatever. You're not missing much, I guess.
Sometimes
you're
you're
not
not.
missing the truth.
But see, I think that is partially what comes into play with the "We'll be right back" screen. So
Right.
we know that they skip out of there if they start talking about production. We know they skip out of there if there's something that they're like, oh, we know we're gonna want this for the show.
well, and they skip out if they do something they're not supposed to, like sing a song that's
Yeah,
copyrighted. Or,
And competitions, of course, are blacked out.
And here's the deal. I used to watch the live feeds when they were paid. Okay.
$14.99 a month.
Yes. And I feel like since they're not paid, they do cut a lot more now that they're not
Yes.
having to keep it juicy for the viewers. But whatever. Okay. I mean, it's just on a regular the streaming platform, Paramount, right?
Right.
That's the only place it is anymore, right?
Yeah.
Does
it's-
Showtime still do their
Nope.
overnight thing? Nope. Okay. Well,
Nope. Showtime lost it years ago. Then it went to like that weird channel that had existed for a
Yeah,
while
what-
called like
what was the-
Pop
what
or
was-
something.
what was the year we had to pay for it? It was like 4 or 5 years ago, wasn't it?
Oh, I think it's been longer than that,
Has it?
Yeah.
hasn't it?
It's been
I
on
think it has.
Paramount for a few years now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a good 5
But
years.
I like it there. Okay, so he thinks it's Rachel.
Yep.
Is that one of the reasons they were able to push the vote so heavily on Amy this week? Because I'm going to tell you again, as just the TV watcher, I didn't think it was going to be her. I thought it was going to be Will. As a matter of fact, when he stood up to say his speech before the vote, and he kept saying, "Rock it! I want to rock. I want to just stay here and rock with you. If you want to rock with me, we're going to be rocking." And I was like, "Will, nobody is rocking with you."
And yet they are.
Except for
I was like, "Oh,
Julie,
well."
who
What did you call
apparently
herself?
his lemon drop.
The lemon drop.
Did she?
I know. I thought.
Yeah, you didn't hear her. She said
No, I heard it.
he
I heard
called
Are we
his wife.
skating? Are
a
we
chocolate
skating
drop.
on a razor's edge
And then
right
you go
now?
like, "But is she allowed to say it?" I don't. But I don't know. It was
Yeah,
confusing.
we were all there. We were all
It was
there.
a little. It was one of those moments where you don't know, like, do I laugh or is this icky?
Is this
you know,
like
you're like-
uncomfortable laugh? Is it cool or what are we
And they
doing?
laughed. Also, by the way, did you see how fierce she was? She had her talisman little thing on. It was like a big, like, bear claw.
Yeah, she was
Did you
gonna
see it?
go.
Oh no!
she-
See, I think the off the shoulder classic taupe dress works.
and she
for
had the
her.
khaki. She had the khaki like color
Yeah.
going on. She was
That
Yeah,
wasn't
going
off
it's-
the
for
shoulder.
That's yeah. She had no. It had no sleeves.
Yes, it did.
sleeveless.
It was sleeveless.
Strapped.
It was like tank.
That's
It
what
was
I'm
like-
saying. Yeah, there was no sleeves. Right.
It was
That's-
sleeveless. Oh, I thought when you said
That-
off the shoulder, I thought you meant
No,
like.
no. Well, no, not like flash dance. I guess that's what I said, but it's not what I meant.
Okay,
exactly,
but
okay.
stop everything because that's the outfit I want to see her come out in. And I'm not going to be happy.
Oh, with the
wait,
hair
wait,
pulled
wait.
up and
Yeah,
the big
yeah.
Will she
hair
take
with
her
the
bra off
Aquanet.
without taking her shirt
Yes,
off too?
I want all of that. I want the off the shoulder like baggy
I don't know how
sweater.
you
I
all
want
do that. That's like a
I
magic
want
trick
the
no guy can
leotard
do.
leggings and the leg
We all have to have
warmers.
skills.
All of it.
All of it. Anyway, I thought the little bear claw thing was weird.
Yeah, that was a strange accessory. Well, I thought so too.
Maybe
she's
she
not-
has a
she-
rumble later on tonight. You know,
She has not been wearing her cross
she's
this
ready.
year,
She's
has
like,
she?
"Oh, I will."
I think she had it in the beginning. I don't remember.
Did she?
Had what?
I don't remember.
I haven't seen her wearing the prominent crosses like she normally does.
Yeah, her little crucifix
She had a
And
necklace.
she
couple
hasn't
layers
she
on.
hasn't
Was
hit us
that-
with love one another yet either, has she?
Well,
You just don't hear it
no,
anymore. She still says it.
but here's the thing.
Oh, maybe that's true.
Amy said something on her like end of their little conversation, and she said like a little thing, and there was like a flash moment I saw in Julie's eyes that was like, "Hold it, bitch."
Yeah,
I get to say the last word.
Don't you dare! Only I say that.
It was
Right?
probably my favorite moment of the entire episode.
That's right. Pluto TV. Well done, Brian. Thank
Yay,
you.
Pluto.
Pluto is where we had it for a little bit there, oddly. So yeah, anyway, she's got to fight later.
So
she's
okay, the
packing.
thing,
Packing
the
claw.
vote with Amy, it was like revolving somewhat throughout the week.
Who
It wasn't
was spearheading that?
okay. First and foremost, Will was really never in any danger, like at all.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he really wasn't. The whole thing boiled down to: is it going to be
Even
Adrian?
after
Is it going to
Jimmy's
be Amy?
epic speech about how he's. Oh no, that was Keanu. Never mind.
Yeah, the only way Amy was
Sorry.
staying is if she was up against Adrian. Because Adrian would have gone home.
Well, and but
No.
even that was
Was
going
not
back
sure.
and forth.
But-
And
But it
I feel
seemed
like
almost for sure that
not last night, because last night they basically had a goodbye party for Amy. Like Amy knew that her
As
game
of
was
last
done.
night.
Yeah.
And
So
they just came to that consensus. Okay, so they thought Adrian because
at first it was
Physical threat?
because at first it was because yes, there was the whole physical threat. And the conversation that we saw in tonight's episode was one of the many conversations that were had. That, why would you keep somebody around that makes this game harder for you to win in challenges and what have you? But then the idea came along that, Adrian will work with us and we like Adrian. And then Adrian did a great job campaigning for himself. And one of the big turns for him was with Morgan, because he, explained to Morgan, like, I can win comps for you. And that's what he did to everybody, kind of, was
See,
I can win those comps for you. I've got you.
this is why when all the fit men get together and make their little whatever group, they're doing themselves a disservice. Okay, I get it. Everybody wants to think that they're smart too, but like for me, if I was in there, I look at someone who's going to win physical competitions and be like, they're not really a threat to me because I wasn't going to win those anyway. Like they're no threat to me.
Right?
Yeah,
The
even
ones
if they're
I
out, I'm not winning, right?
right. So if right, exactly. But like you want to get out the people that are going to be the threat to whatever your skill is. So
Yes.
to
Yeah.
just say that Adrian was a threat, I don't know. I think there's other people that probably would be bigger threats, honestly. But
I agree. At least from where they're sitting, there's a couple really heavy hitters in the game right now. We got Ashley, who might not be the one who's going to bust out on physical challenges, but Ashley is really savvy and she's smart in the game, and she kind of has a pretty good pulse on
and there's been
everything.
several times where she says something that you're like, girl, but like she gets away with it somehow.
Who are we
Yeah.
talking about? I'm sorry, I got
Ashley.
distracted.
Or no, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
not okay. I'm sorry, not Ashley alone.
Morgan.
Ashley and Morgan.
Okay.
Ashley and Morgan and Mickey are the ones that have probably had the most screen time as far as a little alliance coming together and talking this week. But Ashley, I don't know. Like she's Ashley. She's Ashley. But Morgan was in one direction and was wanting to save Adrian. And then she was convinced to keep Amy. But then Adrian convinced her back. I mean, like she's been back and forth a lot.
I would have thought it would have been kind of easy for Adrian to be like, listen, you guys are all afraid of Rachel. How do you awaken Rachel? We can't put her up, but you could take Amy out. Like, why would you take me out?
Yeah, I mean that's one of the
That's the
things
argument,
that
is it not?
it's one of the arguments. And like Brian says on here, Brian says Adrian would have beaten Amy because Zach wanted to keep him and swung Morgan, who started working on her alliance. Zach was never voting Adrian. And that's the big thing right there, because Zach is one of the best players in the game right now, and he was not letting go of Adrian. And Morgan,
well, I mean, after just a week, look how he acted with Zion.
He almost died a little bit. He was crying so much.
2 weeks of knowing Adrian.
Too much. They're bonded for life now. They're blood brothers, essentially. Yeah. But here's the thing. Morgan has a mad crush on Zach, so I'm afraid Morgan might lean towards doing what Zach wants to do.
What kind of... Okay, as a showmance goes, I kind of love that showmance because he came in and was like, Lauren, oh my God. And like, I think Morgan's a beautiful girl and probably has more to offer overall, being well-rounded, and I just think that would be great. They'd make a great couple, so I could ship them.
Here's the downside of that, is that he has had conversations about Morgan. He is aware that Morgan is crushing on him, but in his point of view, he just doesn't vibe with that kind of energy. So he's got his eyes on Lauren, but I kind of feel like Morgan's gonna chip away. Like, I think Zach thinks she's not the energy that he vibes.
Well, you know what?
It's funny you say that because you thought I was going to pick Morgan, and I didn't like her the first episode, and I liked her more.
I didn't.
Like almost every episode. You said
I thought you were going to pick Mickey, and Morgan is my pick.
Ah. Mickey would have been a good pick.
I thought you were.
Yeah, she would have.
I thought you were going to pick Morgan, I think.
Yeah, you definitely, one of you said that.
But can we talk about the Ashley? Can we talk about the Ashley of it all?
Yeah.
Sure.
Ashley is, so far, she has gotten away with saying pretty much what she wants to about most things. Okay.
And it's like, did you mean to say that out loud? But it's like she gets away with it, right?
It's got to catch up with her. It is going to catch up with her. It's going to catch up with her. You cannot look at another girl and say, I weigh less than you, and not have it catch up with you. it's going to. Hey, we've seen the villains
That's right.
win.
Julie
I mean,
has the
it's
claw. She's gonna get her. Don't you
I
say
don't
a
think
word
we
about
can
me.
go as far as to call her a villain yet.
well, maybe not, but the point is that there are people that have said what they wanted to and still won at the end of the game. I'm not saying Ashley cannot win.
But
It's
she
she's
doesn't
not
do it
making it
like.
easy for herself.
But sometimes people do that, and because they're obviously playing the villain. Is that what she's trying to do?
I
Is that
just
her
don't.
MO, or is
mm,
that just her?
I think that's just
Can't.
her.
Yeah, hers doesn't seem like
I just
she's
think
just
that's
like
her and
being
her
like,
energy.
yeah. Oh gosh. All right.
We'll
Well,
see. We'll
Well,
see.
I
I mean,
think some of
like,
it. I think some of it is her working people and pushing their buttons. I think she's smarter than average.
oh, I think
speak.
I think that she's intelligent.
No, I
I
think she's one of the most intelligent people in the house, and I think
That
she's
she's like
just playing
really
a game that
she's
nobody
like really
sees yet.
manipulating.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And so why
Maybe.
she would say something like that, she knows that's gonna. I mean, you can't say I weigh less than you, one woman to another, without starting a cat fight, right?
Well, you know what? She might be.
David, I have one thing to say to you
What?
on that thought.
Don't say cat fight.
Oh my gosh, he's so ridiculous. See, so at that moment, he gets
Opie had fun
he
practicing
puts
that
his
speech,
sunglasses
defending
on.
Ashley,
thought,
David.
his feelings are hurt. He's about to cry. He's got to put his sunglasses on. And then he tries to pretend he's sleeping. I'm like, oh, he couldn't hang. He couldn't let them see his face and see the. Okay, so Ashley covertly pushing people's buttons. Someone who did not mean to push buttons is Sleepy Time there, Keanu,
Oh
because
my gosh, when he got into it with Rachel,
he's talking to Rachel. And
and he thought he was
I know
vibing with her.
exactly what he was doing. I know exactly what he was
He
doing.
was saying all the negative
No,
things
but
about how
that's
she
not
was
what he was
picked
trying
on.
to do. Okay, it's like
No, I honestly do not feel like he meant to do that as a
exactly
mean
what
thing.
it is, and everyone can relate to this.
All he did was watch the
No.
I
summary, and that's what was on it.
Imagine your favorite musician, okay, and you get to meet that musician. How do you prove to that? Because everyone says they're a fan. How do you prove to that musician that you really are a fan? You have to find a deep cut. You have to go, I really loved, and say that thing that lets them go, oh, you listen to all.
Yes.
You are a fan. Okay. I think that's what Keanu was trying to do. Because, yeah, he could have said, oh, floaters, Grand Life Nest. Everybody knows
Well,
that.
but he
But
came off.
literally-
He
could have
came off
talked
like
about-
somebody who knew nothing about the show, and
But-
like
but he
watched a
literally
2-minute
said-
YouTube
he said-
video, and
She said, "Did you watch my season?" And he said, "No, but I watched the highlight reel." And then he pointed out every negative interaction she had on that highlight reel. And the thing is I don't think that he did it to be mean. Like she got like mad, like he did it to be mean. I just think that he is so that like unaware. He didn't think about what he was saying. Like if he would have practiced that in his head first, he'd have been like, oh, all of those were other people being mean to her or something negative towards her.
Most people who are known, and she considers herself to be semi-famous. Let's get real here. They they like to be told how awesome they are. So I feel like coming to those people who are usually always told how awesome they are. Oh, I love your gameplay. Oh, you're the best. Going to them and pointing out a time when that person struggled in the game because of another player and be like, oh my God, I really hated so-and-so when they did this to you. That's how you trauma bond with them. That's how you bond.
Yes. And say, oh, I saw all the way, like I saw this and I saw that. It was all this interaction that was happening.
When Regan said those things to you, he was so
and then you still managed to win, you know.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You don't just go, oh, it was funny when this guy said this mean thing, and then this other person said this mean thing, and this other person said this mean thing. And
you only got in because here's the messed up thing though. You only got in this game because your boyfriend opened Pandora's box. Was a true statement. If it was.
It was.
Literally how she got in the game. Anyway,
but this is the thing. If he would have said that to anybody else, say it was any other past house guest, it was still not thought out. He still put his foot in his mouth a little bit with that one.
He could have used the same thing he was talking about and go, it really upset me when so-and-so said that to you.
Yes,
right?
he put his foot in his own mouth. If it was just in real life, this is one of those things. This is one of those conversations that if I had done this in real life to somebody, I would be laying in bed 6 hours later going, stupid.
6 years later.
And 6 years down the line, it would still be there.
Part of it is I get the idea that Keanu maybe doesn't vibe with women a whole lot. I think he like Dungeons and Dragons. I think he's around a lot of dudes because it's
girls play Dungeons and Dragons too.
No, I know, but not many.
I think
some of the best ones, clearly, Christy. But no, what I'm saying is the way he was talking to her is the way a guy would talk to another guy. Like, oh man, that was a sick burn. You look dumb, dude.
Oh, and she just
you know what I'm saying? And so it doesn't work.
I think you're probably, I mean, listen, we're all coming up with a lot of good reasons. You put it all together, it makes one giant reasons of who the heck this Keanu guy is. I also believe, because I've been
he's
watching
probably bitter about his name too.
I think,
he embraces
that
it.
Rachel Riley, when she signed that good old contract with CBS this season, I don't know if they had like extra clauses in there about her, like, instantly going after people, because I'm telling you, she's the smallest little thing, and
that's her game though.
She's always been like that.
No, she hasn't always.
Oh yes, she has. She just always had Brendan there to fix it. She always burned her own bridge,
but not with just that little thing. She knows. I mean, that's how she won. She knows how to pull it back too.
She is very, very intelligent. She does know how to pull it back. But I would say Keanu's number one mistake in all this is that he only watched Rachel's highlight reel. He needed to watch Rachel play and realize this is not something you say to someone like Rachel.
Well, in fairness, he didn't know she was going to be on the game.
Well, no, of course not. But what I am saying is anybody who is aware of Rachel Riley knows you have scenes of her and every Big Brother running behind the bushes after she lost a competition, sobbing, and Brendan having to pick her up from the ground. Amazing race. She makes one little mistake and she's just having a meltdown.
Yeah.
Rachel gets hurt feelings really easily. You don't just point out how everyone was mean to her. You've made a mistake. You just don't do it.
Some of it is contrived because she wants the controversy. I mean, she did the same thing. She did the same thing the previous episode.
And
she's like, oh, here's something here that I can say I'm insulted about and create. And she's also
going, I need to find ways to help protect me and my alliance.
Right.
So if I can make someone the bad guy and we're the victims.
Well, and if I can make Keanu worry about himself, he's not going to spend time going after me.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree that I think that she has the setup for that, but
she's more Rachel than ever.
I feel like you've had such a long break since Big Brother, Rachel. Like you were forgetting, this is why she was vastly disliked in her first season as being the god. Oh my God, this girl, nobody liked her. But then when she came back the second season and won.
She is vastly disliked, at least by me.
And I've always liked her because, again, I don't know, for anyone who does not see her before.
Wow, we got a comment going for the judge.
They're bots. They're bots. None of them are
real. She is just she's good TV.
She is very good TV. And when she does things when she does things and walks into the HOH room dressed for a funeral because you're trying to bury my friend. 100% Rachel Riley. That's why she gets paid.
Can we talk about that? Because I thought she was going to break into Deo in the middle of the room, the way she was dressed. That was like a Beetlejuice outfit.
Okay, we can, but before we before we reach the second verse of that song, we need to take an 8-second break for commercial. Okay, we're back. Continue. Keep singing, David. We don't have that money to pay.
I'm just saying that it looked like that outfit was inspired by Beetlejuice. It was.
All of her
And you know-
outfits look like they're inspired by Beetlejuice this year.
No, but the black with the half
Yes.
veil. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I
Drama.
feel like I was thinking about it tonight. That okay, so last week, Zay went, and this week it was Amy. And think about it, that's the number 1 and number 2 person voted out. Guys, by the end of this game, we won't even remember these 2 people.
We won't. It's
We
true.
will not. And which is kind of sad. I thought Amy might have been kind of good TV. I liked him to have being like Rachel's sidekick.
I liked
And
Amy
she'll
for
pivot. This will
Rachel.
help her actually, I think.
It's going to help her more than she thinks because
Yeah.
here's the reality. The whole time Rachel was campaigning to save Amy, Amy had many conversations with other people before she was even on the block saying, I'm going to have to get rid of Rachel. Like, I need to separate from Rachel. So she was
But
already
was she
on the
saying
move.
that? Was she saying that?
It was before she
so
was
that
on the
they wouldn't-
block.
Because she was on
Before
the
she even
block.
went, yeah, it was before
be-
she was even on the block.
But here's the thing, that's the smart, whether she believes that or not, that's still the smart thing to tell people so that they don't think you guys are a super threat.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
like it's the
whether
opposite
you
of what Kelly was doing last week by telling everyone that Vince was their number 1.
number 1. Yeah.
Stop that. Don't tell people that.
It wasn't bad necessarily for Amy to do that. In fact, having some distance between her and Rachel wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it's just another one of those moments where it's like, we've seen it so many times in Big Brother where you have somebody who's campaigning hard to keep you while you're off telling people that you're against that person. And because those wires get crossed, everybody gets really paranoid. So it might actually be better for Rachel's game that Amy's not there, because as a friend, it was great for her to have a companion there. But I don't see like Amy as being the comp beast that Rachel might need on her side.
Right.
What is she going to do?
Yeah, that's
she's
true.
a number, but I don't
Yeah.
know that she's much more than a number. She can't even like really campaign to convince people of things because she just starts crying in the middle of it and can't.
Yeah.
Do it.
She cried a lot.
So it's okay. But
Um,
Rachel has made friends with Ava. And she has
Ava,
tried to
oh
set
my
up.
Gosh, I cannot figure her out.
I kind of love Ava more than I thought I was going to. I really.
I am very like intrigued
Yes.
by Ava. She's not boring. I'm not quite
No.
sure what to make of her. That workout routine was bonkers, but I loved. But here's the thing, Ava, she had the confidence. So they're in there and they're like, "Oh, you work with kettlebells often?" She's like, but I feel.
and then
No,
she's like
she
this.
literally said,
She's like doing.
yeah, she's doing like things with it. Like she says, "When I'm feeling myself," is what she told them. When I'm
Yes.
feeling myself.
Yes.
And they're like, "Okay." So they're like, "So what do you usually do in your routine?" She goes, this, a little of that. You know how it is.
I like it's like she just wanted
selling
to
it
be.
without-
She just wanted to be in the room,
but she clearly doesn't work out. You know what I mean? But she went in there and they were
No,
just
she
like,
clearly never touched a kettlebell in her life.
I loved I punched 3 times in the air and I'm done.
"I'm done."
Oh, and she's punching like this.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was so great.
She is making friends with everybody. Nobody has a negative thing in that house to say about Ava. Everybody loves her. I love Ava. I love Ava. I love
I
Ava too.
can't-
Everybody.
Okay, but I haven't figured her out yet. Does she know what's going on in the game?
She does.
You know what I
She
mean?
does. She may not be like the one who's moving pieces around right now, but she's aware of what's happening. Now, there was a moment where like feeds were gone for a long time, and then right in the feeds came back in the middle of a conversation that Rachel was having with Ava, and she was basically saying like, "I know Amy's leaving, like you're going to be my ride or die, like you and I are going to the end," something like that. And Ava seemed like pretty shocked by that whole thing, but we never got more of that conversation
Shocked good or shocked bad?
because the conversation was interrupted by someone else coming in. But it's we'll see. Let's see how that pans out, because Rachel obviously needs to have another number 2. Rachel's not going to pick a number 2 that she thinks is going to like sweep her out of the way.
He's never played without
I-
having a number 2.
Yeah.
I have to say that Arthur Itis has the comments today. He says Ava is a reason to rewatch Blossom. He's not wrong.
It is all those hats.
I have a couple people at work that watch Big Brother, and one of them asked me a question today. How do they get all of these clothes into the house? They just come in with that bag, and I said, I don't
They
know.
have
I said I would ask
multiple
you guys.
bags.
I wondered if it was a situation where their stuff's already dropped off.
Well,
in
like
there,
the pink
and
thing, I bet your production went out and bought them
maybe.
stuff.
And then I was thinking maybe the bag that they come in that day with is just the stuff that they had in that week of sequester with them or something. And then
Yeah,
they're just
their clothes, like
they
they
must have
have
many
a
more.
summer's worth of clothes. So they probably all have a certain number of outfits that they're allowed to bring. And all of that goes in for them after they've entered the house. Like I'm sure production
They
brings
get
it
to
in.
trade them in and out too, right? I remember this being a thing where it was like they can take outfits if they trade like 2 out, they can get 2. Because there's been like outtakes where you've heard them going, and I need my pink hoodie, blah 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 blah. They're like telling them what they need.
And then
So
they
must be something like that.
They do have the washer and dryer there, but then also if they're an HOH, all of their clothing goes into dry cleaning. HOH has all of their clothes washed from by production that week. So
Nice.
they don't have to do any of that. If they have
Nice.
like a gown or something like
a
Taylor
true
and her
HOH.
gowns. Yes.
Why don't they say that? Will have their laundry done, laundry service for the week. Throw that in there. That's a good perk.
Yeah, it is. So, there's a little bit of incentive if you have fancy clothes
They
to have
should
it well
have
taken
in
care
this.
of.
They could have had room service every night, like some specialty brought in food that they wanted because they're
Well,
HOH
they do get their HOH baskets, and that
right. But
has
I'm just saying,
all
like,
of their,
wouldn't it be
like,
nice a different night every
if
night?
somebody like brought in a meal,
yeah, like
you
there's
mean?
like a cart of food that comes in, like room service.
Well, speaking of people who are really good at bringing in room service and delicious meals, we had Felicia. We got to see her. She came in with her crickets
and her croissants.
Her croissants and all of the things. Unfortunately for us, there was no Bowie F and Jane, which is what I really wanted.
Listen, they've already thrown in a lot of previous players.
They have already. They're really working it out.
They keep peppering them in, and so I'm down for it. I think we'll get them every week. Actually,
who do you think is going to be the mystery guest?
Okay, so
coming up
today, I was really worried.
I know who it is now with the thing we had tonight.
It's a celebrity, right?
No, it's a Big Brother player. It says it's a super fan. It says they're a Big Brother super fan, but I think
you're talking about on the show tomorrow.
The frying pan.
Yeah. But it was the frying pan. How is that not Josh?
It's got to be Josh. Yeah. And he's still making all the circuits on all the shows anyway. He is. He does all of the, yeah. But I was really afraid today when Casey came in that it was going to be, what's his name?
Mr. Spectacular?
Mr. Spectacular. Jesse's going to show up at some point, right?
I hope so.
I did also think that it was really interesting that, like, here Keanu, the big buff guy, I mean, he pulled his hand off the buzzer, so he defaulted, but that he's the one who gets the super comp beast to come in and play for him. I thought it would have been really nice if it had been someone who like didn't have a chance to win and she came in and won for him. But
that would have been more meaningful. I think.
And then the third, we still haven't talked about the third power.
Miss Kelly.
Oh, yes. Oh, the puzzle power.
Where she got to do her own separate veto competition.
Yes.
It seemed like that was so easy. I think it was like a gimme.
It was.
They might as well have just given her the necklace.
But I mean, some people might not have been able to do it, to be fair.
We actually had somebody who had a puzzle like that, had that challenge to save her own life, and she sat down and cried the entire time. So it's really up to the player.
That's true. But they can't control who would have gotten that power. So it wasn't like, I'm not going to call foul on production this time. But yeah, it was a pretty easy one.
It did create some interesting situations in the fact that there were 5 different nominations in 1 week.
The bloodiest HOH. Right.
Okay, that's something I want to discuss
Yeah.
actually, because it's something that I had written down. Was Jimmy's HOH a success? I mean,
No.
I think let's first
Accidentally.
talk. Let's first talk. The first HOH was Christie's winner pick, and
Yeah.
he very smartly, after being the HOH, disappeared this week.
Yeah.
Like he did
I
nothing.
saw it
He had
there,
like
though. Did you see him? I saw him sans Nick cap.
yeah, but I'm saying he
He's got wavy
he
hair.
faded into the background, which was super smart. And
He Homer Simpsoned it.
Jimmy was very vocal. He alienated his alliance. He put up 5 out of 16 house guests. So he put up almost a third of the house. I don't see any way that you can look at that HOH and call it a success. It was a miserable failure.
There was that one moment where they showed him and he's just like, acting like it's the worst thing. Is like, is it the worst thing? He's like, think he's taking it with a good attitude. It's like, what can you do?
Yeah, but I'm saying I
think
think the mistake he made was not getting his alliance members in a room and at least pretending to care.
That is where he messed up his game. It wasn't his HOH.
But it happened in his week. So if you're going to judge his HOH.
But his HOH accidentally worked out a little bit towards his favor without him actually trying to. But it wasn't because he calculated it. It was because everyone decided that Amy should go. And that could bring Rachel more loyal to him by accident.
Which is what he wanted. Yeah.
Which he needs because he totally blew off his actual alliance. And they're like, well, you didn't even discuss this stuff with us. Like, you didn't even give us a chance to chime in.
So the girls, when they or if they get HOH, if he leaves them alone and lets them have the HOH to himself and he doesn't push his ideas on them, then that would be fair because that's what he did. He was able to do what he wanted and he did not really take that he but I don't think he could do that. Yeah, me either. But that's the only way to kind of not piss them off. I think
too it's part of the new way of you have 1,000 alliances that are layered over each other. It's harder to get all your alliance people in to get their opinion because you've got 7 of them, right?
Yes, that does make it more difficult. But realistically, his truest, closest people in the game, the ones that are the closest to him, obviously closest to him, is Mickey and Morgan and Rachel. I mean, him and Rachel are getting closer and closer,
right,
mostly because both of them are so dramatic.
I think he lost Mickey and Morgan this week.
I feel like
I don't think it's inevitable. Like, I don't think they'd put him up, but I don't think they trust him anymore.
No, I don't think that they held him close. No,
I think he had a little HOH.
Was that evident in the live feeds?
I mean, yes.
Or are you saying that based on the edit?
They had some conversations between the two of them. They really were irritated with the fact that Jimmy was just running the Jimmy show.
The only thing I could say with that.
There we go. There's Frank. There's my man Frank back in the house with the comment of the night. He took 3 shots at his original targets and he missed all 3.
Yeah, no, I'm
you
not
know
saying
what, Frank?
It was a success
Frank, you get the comment of the night award, and for that you get nothing. But I'm calling
Frank, don't get too high and mighty with this. He's handing that award out to everyone who's commenting tonight.
Well, I didn't give it to Brian.
Aw. Poor Brian.
He'll get you. He'll get you.
Stop. I'm old and you're making me forget what I was going to say.
But you made a good point, Christy. If one of them were to get HOH, and he laid back and let them make the decisions on that and wasn't pushy and was
respected
just supportive
them. He doesn't come on too strong to them.
They'd be okay.
He might be able to wait.
Okay,
So Mickey has her power. She knows she has her power.
Yes.
Morgan knows she has her power.
Yes.
So I think a lot of that talk this week was because she could have done something. Do you know what I mean?
If she wanted to step in and take over it.
Yes. So I wonder if some of that talking was them kind of talking thing, if they she didn't.
Brian says that it's okay, David. I know you're my Ashley.
I wish I looked that good.
That would be weird. That'd be a lot of hair. Um,
The lipstick. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I can see it on you.
and sass. But yeah, I think that right. Is that what was I saying about?
You're right. Yes, she had the
God.
power.
She had the power. So I'm wondering if some of those conversations were based because she had the power. Does that make sense?
Or I mean, yes.
And she did not tell him she had it.
No, because
So-
she something in her instinct is better than Jimmy's
Okay.
instincts.
Okay, so imagine you get that power. You're an alliance of 3. You have that power, and the other person and one of the other people has the HOH.
Mhm.
She didn't go and tell him right away. So it's because she didn't tell him right away, she couldn't. Was
She
that
didn't.
her?
She specifically said she didn't tell him because she didn't like the way he was behaving.
But she
wasn't
didn't know yet because she got her power when he
Yeah,
got
she
HOH.
told Morgan.
No, but
something
she hung
immediately.
back, and
Yeah.
then when it didn't go her way, she goes,
yeah,
"I'm not
Right,
telling
but
him."
that would have been her mistake. She would have had to tell him right away. If you don't tell him right away,
Yeah,
you
she
can't
said
tell him
I
3
didn't
days
tell him right
later.
away, so I'm not going to tell him. Yeah.
Right. That's the problem. So then I think she might have had a little bitter, like I don't know.
Well,
that
let's
She could have and didn't, and then
let's just clear all of this up right here and go.
I think they'll make up.
Okay, my thought is that they'll make up and play nice because she's one of the smartest people in the house and she'll know that's what she needs to do. However, the idea that maybe they might be able to mend fences and move on, especially if they win HOH and he handles it and doesn't push in too much, I feel like is a lost thought because we are talking about somebody who wore gown gloves with jewelry to do the veto ceremony, the nomination ceremony. I'm just saying, when you are going to go through the trouble of wearing a fancy glove for any event, that says something. That says something about you. And
Are we
that
talking about
says something
Rachel?
about where you're going. Oh, she wears gloves too. And this is why
Wait,
those
who else
two
had
get
gloves? I
along.
only saw Rachel's gloves.
Jimmy was wearing gloves during the nomination ceremony,
Did
like black arm-length gloves
Did you
with
watch the episode?
sparkly jewels over it.
Yes. I was taking
That is the fashion of a man who is not giving space for anybody else.
All right, you're
This is the
right.
Jimmy
Okay.
show, and that's that.
Did I watch
I
this
have
show?
to announce to the world, Frank in the comments has decided, and I agree, we have formed a final 2 guys alliance. So
All right. I
Okay,
knew Frank
Jamie,
was going to have
all
to
I'm
build
going
it
to
up a
say
little
there
bit to get that winner.
Is that an alliance that is not a secret alliance? Is an alliance that is
no,
deep?
it's an alliance
So,
that's
Jamie,
so
we can take
powerful
them.
we can
It's
tell
fine.
everyone about it.
Okay, but
No,
who's the
sorry.
person that we have to get rid of? Like, who is the wingman to the beast mode?
Well, the first thing we do is we got to send Legal Fergus packing. Because he's definitely
Brian's
a
No,
threat.
he's in our alliance.
He's our
He's-
ringer. He's gonna come and tell us every single thing you guys
He's
say.
our guy.
He's the
He's
Frank,
the
Come
I'm
on.
telling you, Frank has the comments. Read this and tell me it's not. It's not gold.
Yeah, he didn't want blood on his hands. That's why he was
He
wearing
didn't want
his
blood on his
gloves.
hands, so he wore
How did
gloves.
I not see those gloves? And that was
I don't know.
how
How
that
did
was
you
Sunday
not
night?
see those gloves?
That
Oh
was
my
Sunday
God.
night.
Yes.
And we rewatched that again.
Oh, Christy.
Twice.
This is like the most important thing that happened all week. Do you realize you missed
No.
the best thing that
I mean,
we
my
had?
husband does say I'm not very observant, but
It's pretty fantastic.
and I do drive a car. So anyway,
One other thing I want to throw this out there because we are rounding close to our hour here.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
have these are the notes that I wrote that I wanted to say something about.
mhm.
Okay. Both Will and Amy's speeches were very nice and kind and sweet towards each other in a way that only you can have in the first half of this game.
Yeah.
And the last thing I wanted to say is that I absolutely love the show opening credits this season.
Yes. So I watched them. It's
I
not one of
fast
those things where I'm
forwarded through
looking
them.
away.
So what
You
are
need
they?
to watch them.
No,
you
no,
need to
watch
watch
them.
them
They're
once because
really
normally I'm like you.
interesting.
Yeah. Normally I don't
It's like,
like them. They're cringe and weird. Whatever.
And they do. It's like it's as cringy as when they're going to vote and they vote cast their vote and they have to walk past each other in
And
the
do
hallway,
like
do
little
something
cheesy
stupid
things.
like
Yeah.
no, I don't know what they're doing, but it's
I
stupid.
don't like it. But this
so
year,
usually the beginning is like that. This one is so cool. It's like a ransom note. It's got all their names cut out with like little funky letters and stuff.
yeah, the
And there's
music
like
is great. It's got like the spy music and
yeah, even the Big Brother logo has the spyglass on it. It's different. It's got
yeah.
like kind of like the
All
hotel
right, I'll watch
background.
it. I'll watch it on the
Watch
next
it. It's good.
episode.
It's really good. Because what our background right now, that's the one from last year, the AI season. So, maybe production can, I don't know, find a new picture.
Well, we
Now
have
that you're
to.
rolling in all that dough, CBS, we're gonna need you to upgrade that logo.
No, not CBS. Mr. David Gott,
Well,
TTV over there, production. God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, okay, so what do we think? Big announcement this week or big information for tomorrow of this
It's
new
Josh.
show? We're gonna have
Oh,
a
yeah.
fourth hour.
Taylor
of-
and Derek.
Okay, so I know we were. I mean,
I'm gonna say it. I'm not enthusiastic about Derek.
no,
think-
not at all.
I think
could be
Taylor's
more
really-
enthusiastic about Taylor. So it's like,
But Taylor's
it's like
really
home run and
good.
a strikeout.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
Taylor's
much?
good at
How
this
much
job.
Taylor is barely disguising her contempt for Derek?
It
Let's
kind
see.
of makes me laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think this is a great way because this is the 25th season, right? So they're kind of celebrating. There's lots of callbacks to other seasons. This
Yes.
is going to be a really fun way, I think, for them to bring some of those people in and let's see what they're doing or what they're up to. Or, yeah,
I mean,
this could be how this
to-
could be how we get Evil Dick, maybe.
Never. I am willing.
That's what
to,
she said. Sorry, you laid it up there. You teed it up.
I'm
nice and high.
willing
It
to
was
watch
easy.
an episode of it and see how I feel, but I'm going to be forthright. There is a good chance that by the first commercial break, I'm out of there.
Do you?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what my big concern is?
Oh, Cody's
Is it
doing
going
that
to get
for sure.
picked up on my recording on
America's
Hulu, or am I going to have to find it later?
Oh, no, it'll be
Oh,
on
that's
your-
a good call. It should
In
be
other words,
there.
because they put a different name on the show,
it'll
so
be
I don't
on
know that it's going to
Paramount.
get picked up with my.
It'll be on Paramount, David.
I get it. I can find it, but my point is, I have it set up to record all new episodes on Hulu,
Oh,
so
you
I
just
don't
need
have to wait till the next
No, you
day when they
have-
come on
okay,
Paramount.
you have to set it up to be what's the name of it?
I bet you it still comes up as a Big Brother tag. I'm sure it'll be there.
Okay.
Google's your friend, David. Google's your friend.
And now it is time for our winner pick updates. Let's talk about what's going on with our winner picks.
Well, mine is hiding.
Yours was smart. Yours had the
And
best
he was
game
giving
this week.
compliments to people. He genuinely seemed
Yeah.
like to cheer people on. You know, he seems to get along with
Well,
everybody.
Christy, I will tell you
We'll
that he lives in a 50% land right now because on one hand he's excellent at mirroring people. You know, he's really
Mm.
great at it. The conversations, he's
like his code
agreeable.
switching. He's like right there.
Yeah. He mirrors
just-
people. He gets
chameleon.
the same energy as them, and he's like, oh, he's like, yeah,
Again,
for sure.
this
He
actor.
agrees with everything that they have.
Yeah.
On the downside, that is starting to be the word about Vince throughout the house. So
Yeah, but as long as Keanu's there, he's not as bad as him.
Keanu is always going to be a bigger target,
Yeah,
which he
so-
did. That is the one thing to Keanu's credit is that he did say, I'm going to be so big of a target that they think they can keep me around and they'll just get me later. That's
Yeah,
correct,
that will
Keanu,
happen.
because
If
that's
you
what's
can- if you-
happening.
When you're a big giant target, you can
Yes.
feel the heat for a couple weeks, but then it starts to, if you can make it through.
It will eventually catch
It-
up
yeah.
with you. But right now, Vince is liked, but there have been a few discussions about how Vince just says whatever you want him to say. And people are starting to not kind of trust that. So I do think that there's a lot more like flash and awe happening around them where they won't be directly, focused on Vince for a while, but it is something he should maybe be aware of. See, there we go.
All right. Well,
FYI, Rachel is
I know.
Rachel is
I
targeting.
think Vince played a smart game this week. Is all I'm saying. I
I
don't
just
know
don't
that
know-
it's going to help him win. I just think if he
When
would
your
have stayed
HOH
front and
is
center,
done, Yeah, if your HOH
See-
is done, get to the back of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keanu had said the thing about how he was going to pick them off one by one. That is really kind of a
Ding-dong.
Rachel Riley gameplay, right? She kind of sets somebody up, right? And then, like, so the heat's on Keanu, right? She kind of helped feed that a little bit. I think she'll keep banging that drum until he's, and she'll just kind of put another person out there. So maybe she'll lose some momentum of Vince by going after
So
Keanu.
do you
Let's-
think that
fingers crossed.
Keanu's picking you off one by one is like Josh's ya meatball?
No, it's like
No, because Josh is your meatball was
no,
almost
it's- that's
endearing,
not
and
what it is.
Keanu is nothing
it's more
endearing
like
about that man.
no, it's more like well, we're all gonna die someday. That's what it was. That's literally what it was.
There you go.
Okay, it's I'm gonna pick you off one by one because in literally that should be what every single person's strategy is.
Yes,
right
but
now.
you don't say
I
it.
can't win unless I get rid of you guys, every single person. But he just said it out loud. You can't say it out loud.
And Jamie, your winner's pick has entered the game.
I
She's
mean,
playing now.
she has been. She has been.
Yeah,
They
but
just-
like week one,
CBS isn't. Nah, she's been playing.
But she didn't have a lot to play for because she was happy with what was going to happen.
But I mean, Morgan's playing. Like I said, the biggest fear I have with Morgan right now is that she's sort of losing a little bit of traction because she's getting distracted. She's a young lady and there's a cute boy in the house, and she just can't take her eyes away from him.
And
it's a natural reaction.
Yeah, it
who was
happens.
that this week? Somebody said it again this week, but it was a different person. That this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
Somebody else said that, and that's
I think
the
that was
thing.
Ashley.
For Morgan,
maybe.
it's like yes.
No, it might have been
you
Morgan.
You can have a little bit of a distraction because you got a long ways to go and there's a lot of time to eat up here, right? So
Yep.
sure, you need a little distraction, but you got to keep your head in the game, keep smart. So if she can do
Everyone
that, she'll
just
make it.
stay cool. I think out of the
Stay
Lauren and
cool.
the Catherine of everything, there has been some talk about Catherine. She's not equally loved. People tend to not have a whole lot of opinion on Lauren, bad or good. She's not really in anybody's way right now.
And listen, in 3 weeks, the people who are in the background are going to move forward because they can't hide forever.
They can't forever.
It's going to be amazing to see how we.
I feel like Catherine is going to be the one who moves forward the first because of multiple reasons. She's already had the conversation with that whole conversation with Ashley in the shower thing. Also, Riley is like smitten with Catherine.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't care who knows. And she's trying to kind of be like, oh, like people shouldn't think that when we talk, it's secret. Like she's trying to make a division there. Like she wants people to know that we are not a couple and that's not a thing that's happening. Riley is a surprise to me because going in with like the pre-interviews, there are a few people that are, well, Ava is pretty much how I thought Ava would be.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian has been a surprise because he was very hyper and go in all of his interviews, and I practice and I have a wall at home and but he's pretty mellow in the house, and it's I like Adrian. I think he's a good
but
egg.
maybe he has that. Maybe that's the competitive person in him that he like prepped, but now it's my head's in the game.
In the game. I
hope that's focus.
I do like him. I like how he's going. Keanu was kind of what I was sort of afraid he was going to be like. That's why I said on paper his resume is great, but the interviews, I'm like, I'm kind of getting a vibe off this guy. Riley, though. Riley seemed so sweet and sincere in every interview, and he is kind of a little like hot-tempered punk, like he's got some snide little comments that he makes when people walk away, and he has a problem wearing shirts.
He likes to go shirtless.
Yeah, he's yeah.
Well, those bulls knock your shirts off. He's just not used to it.
I do believe that Riley thinks that he is probably the top dog most of the time. Like, I kind of think that's just his general personality.
Do you think he has a little bit of? Do you think he has some rodeo success? So the people in his inner circle just kind of go, "Oh yes, Riley. Oh yeah, yeah."
Maybe it could be.
Maybe
but
he has some like.
He's
clout in the
really
rodeo
like,
world.
I don't know.
I don't
He's
know.
called, I mean, he was like really high on my list for one of my favorites coming into the house, and he has fell.
Really,
So
I just thought he was gonna be annoying, but
yeah,
whatever.
he's falling bit by bit by bit.
He
We'll
reminds
see.
me of the guy on Yellowstone who was training to be the cowboy. What's his name? And
You
then he
are
had the two
acting
girls fighting.
crazy.
He,
I was gonna
he
say, I
had the,
haven't watched it. I've only watched.
oh, he had the two
some
girls
episodes.
fighting over him, and he
Don't
ended up
know.
going to work at the
Is it
4
beyond
6s.
like the 5th episode?
Yeah.
Then I didn't see it.
Then I didn't see it.
Not yet.
Nor I.
All
Not
right.
yet. I always say yet because
Yes, and Brian.
sometimes you have to circle back around.
Brian says it correct. Riley's giving some major ick this week. He's a little ick.
Well, that's too bad.
It is. I'm really sad
Um,
about it. I really did like him. I was like, oh, this guy,
Is
he's going to
that-
get eaten alive in that house. He's so sweet. No.
Is that what happens when you start getting to like goo goo gaga over a girl?
No, I think he's made this way.
Oh,
I think he just knows how to interview. He knows how to get the job, man.
yeah.
Some
All right.
people are really good at it. They're
Some of
just
them
really
are.
good at it. So,
And David, how's your winner's pick?
Well, I admit to being intrigued by Jamie's comment earlier.
which
Is-
one?
Is I do believe my winner's pick actually may be morphing into a villain, and that's kind of cool because I've been thinking about it. I rejected it earlier, but I've been thinking about it the whole episode, and I'm going,
I
Maybe
we'll
she
have to
is.
see. We'll wait and see because here's my thing. I like a villain. I always have. In these games, I can't help but be interested in the villain, but I don't like a mean girl. And I'm afraid she's has teetered on the edge of being mean girl.
Well, we'll
So
have to see if she goes there. I don't think she's gone all the way there. She hasn't gone
Yeah.
full on mean girl.
We'll see how it goes. We'll
Wait,
see.
wait. Okay, David, who's your pick?
Ashley.
Ashley.
I thought your pick was Mickey.
No, that's who I said
Oh.
would be his winner's pick.
Jesus,
You
guys,
what?
I-
He said it would be Mickey. You said it would be Morgan, and I picked Ashley.
Yeah. God dang it.
We got two
Okay,
more women in the
all
house,
right.
for the love of God.
Yeah. No, you should have picked Mickey.
Should have picked Mickey.
Sorry.
We
Mickey's
all
a good.
should've- We all should have picked Mickey.
Mickey's a good pick.
We'll see. All right.
Well-
Well,
All
I
right.
guess that anything else we got to say? Oh, you
Yeah,
know
I do. I
what?
gotta. What?
Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah, you do. Go ahead.
mea culpa. I did not realize it wasn't a 90-minute episode, so that's why we started at 9:45. So next
Yeah.
week we will be at 9:15.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
still working out these times, right? Figuring out
Their
Yeah,
schedule is
I,
wonky. It's not all on you.
when are they
they're-
90
they're-
minutes, when are they not?
Yeah, the schedule is
Here-
weird this year.
Here's what we will do.
it'll
we
be
will be
15
here
minutes after the episode
15
ends.
minutes.
Perfect.
There you go. Whether it's 60 or 90 minutes, that's when we'll be here.
Unless
right,
I really have to go, then it might be
Hey.
20.
Hey, David, if somebody like, I don't know, tomorrow's like just really thinking really hard, they're thinking about Big Brother and they're thinking about something we missed tonight that we didn't talk about or cover, but they really want us to know about it, how would they do that?
Well, they could send us an email. We have this email address that only old people would know.
It was
It's
apparently
tally
made in the 90s, but
Is it a-
Tally
it-
the feedback where? At yahoo.com.
It's a very gently used email. It's vintage.
Well, we had some traders emails.
Right.
we keep
That's
them
fine.
going. We keep them
But
going
it's,
on
but
there.
it's vintage.
It's a vintage.
There we go. I found
Can you
it.
get it
I
up there?
found
There
I
we go.
found the banner I wanted. Tally the feedback at
feedback at-
yahoo.com.
Yahoo.com.
Yes.
All right.
And-
But if
and-
you just
There you go.
want to be like really like you got pictures to show, you need to have a back and forth. You need everybody to see it, not just us. Where would they do that? Find us on Facebook, guys. Tally the votes. Come over to our group. Jamie posts stuff. We have a lot of options there, but that's like probably the best place just to kind of see our
Well,
general
of course,
thoughts
and
as
of course,
they happen.
if you can't catch us live and you don't want to watch it on YouTube, we're on iTunes or pretty much anywhere podcasts are
You can
found
run with us. You can
on the
shop
Jay
with
and
us.
Jack Whole Enchilada Network.
Yeah, you can even go to the dentist with us. I
They
mean,
haven't
really
kicked,
could.
they haven't kicked us off yet.
They have not.
we're clinging
Let's
on.
just
And,
Amazing.
and I want to say this has been an F-bomb free week.
Hey,
Brian,
Yay!
Brian,
Press.
if you're watching,
That's
We were
just
clean, guys. Pretty
that's
clean.
for the second best commenter tonight, apparently.
That's right.
No, he was the third best commenter.
Sorry, Brian, you're
right,
always number one in my
well-
heart. You know how this is. Okay. So
Well,
that's pretty much everything.
That's it.
There has been one drop of reality television competition news this week.
Oh my gosh.
And
we
that
should have
is
done
we
at the
do
beginning.
have
We
a
gotta start with
set-
news.
A set premiere date for
Oh, AU versus the
Australia
world.
Right.
Survivor versus
That's
the
right,
world.
mates. We're ready.
It is going to wash up on our shores August 17th.
I'm sorry. Hang on, I hear something.
Hey, mates.
We were waiting for it. We knew it was
I
coming.
didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it? I'll play it
If
again.
you have not
Good day,
seen,
mates.
There you go. You heard
Good,
it that
better,
time.
Good day,
if
mates.
you have not seen the trailer that hit for this season,
Good.
go over to our
good.
Facebook group because we got it posted there. It will get you hyped,
How are you
It's
not?
real
How are
good.
they
It's
not
real good.
broadcasting this in the U.S.? It would be a hit.
right? I'm so hyped for it.
We
now.
are
It's-
very
They
excited.
made you guys. They made Cerie Fields look like a badass.
Yes, they
Go
did.
watch it.
I mean, and she is spiritually
but
a badass.
She's
but,
like an internal badass.
yes,
They made her look like physically like don't mess
physical-
with me. Yeah.
it
anyway.
looks awesome. We're excited for it. It's a little bit earlier than we expected it,
Yeah.
but August
Yeah, we'll be doing both
17th,
at once.
we will be
That's what she said.
boom. We will be recording this and that. So if you don't know where you can watch Australia Survivor, why don't you send a message to our email or hop onto our Facebook and we will
Yeah,
share
you
that
or you
link
can
with you.
Whatever. And
Yeah, we'll share the link. We'll let
send
you
it
know.
to
It's super, super duper easy. You
It's
don't have
really
to do
easy.
any weird like VPN changes or anything like that. It
No.
literally is just
Well,
entering a
it's
I
link.
mean,
and
really,
last
really
season it
easy.
was
It's
on
just-
YouTube.
See, there you go.
That is true. Yes, it was the entire season.
I,
But just
I-
sometimes like Facebook doesn't like you to put those things up.
I
so.
find it hard to believe it's not going to be broadcast in the U.S. or at least on Paramount.
No, we'll
Yeah,
see.
with how many big stars from the US is going to be
You
on
would
there.
think.
That's if Jeff lets go of his clenched fist of
Let's see.
Survivor US.
It could be the
That would-
surprise of the
He would
Never
season.
share.
happened.
It could be the big surprise of the season. And if you are a fan of Australia Survivor, I strongly suggest you watch it because very, very, very sadly, this will be the last season that JLP is hosting.
Which is
We don't
wrong
love
on
that.
so many levels, and
We
somehow
don't
it's
love that.
Probe's, and somehow it's Probe's fault. I don't know how it's his fault.
In
It
David's
is.
mind, it is like the 7-degree separation from
That's right.
from
Jeff,
Probe.
Jeff is responsible for this somehow. All
is the
right,
truth.
let's wrap it up.
All right, guys. Well, then I guess we will just have to see how the week folds out, and we'll see you guys next week. Yeah,
15
love
minutes
each
after
other
the
and all
episode.
that.
All right.
Don't love
Love
each other.
one
It's
another.
dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb.
Love
We're all
one
past that.
another.